joining me for this advanced mat workout. I'm going to start standing. You won't be able to see the top half of my body because I don't have that sophisticated of equipment at this point in time. So just watch my lower body to see what my feet are doing and follow along with my cues. I'll start standing in my Pilates V, my heels together. Really energetically drawing the inner thighs together, bringing my arms into the shape of a box. Really feeling the sides of my waist getting nice and long. My elbows are slightly lower than the height of my shoulders. From here, I'll keep my pelvis in a neutral position. I'll take a big deep breath in to lift my heels up off my mat into a releve, demi-plie, keeping the heels together. Push my heels down and press my shins forward as I zip up my inner thighs. Lift the heels, demi-plie, push the heels down and zip up tall. I'll just do a few more in this direction and then we'll reverse. So now I'll releve, demi-plie, push my heels down, stand up tall. And switch. Demi-plie, releve, stand up tall, push my heels down. Demi-plie, releve, stand up tall, push my heels down. Trying to let that tailbone just kind of stay floating back ever so slightly so I'm not tucking it. Last one. Good, from here I'll make my way onto my mat. So I'm going to turn and come to the top of my mat. And I'll bring my right foot behind my left and think about growing taller as I lower myself all the way down. And I'm going right into my 100. So from here, I'll just come right into my working 100 position and start to pump it out. Inhaling 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. 2. And exhale. 3. And exhale. 4. And exhale. 5. And exhale. Keeping those pumps nice and strong. Scooping that belly deeply. 3 more sets. Exhale. Last one. Good, I'll lower everything to the mat. Reach my arms back, flex my feet, and move into my roll-ups. Hollowing out my tummy as I come forward. So if I can keep my biceps aligned with my ears, that'll make it more of a challenge for me. Trying to make sure I keep my shoulders on my back. I'm just going to do 2 more here. And I'll stay on my mat and set up for my roll over. Bringing my legs up, tip them away from me, lift my hips up and over. I'm going to bring my toes all the way to my mat, open my feet away from each other, flex my feet, and just really stretch out that spine. As I lower my hips down, bring my legs together as they tip away, and up and over again. Toes to the mat. They move apart, I flex, try to drag my toes along the carpet or the mat as long as I can. Now reverse it, keep the legs separated with soft toes as I go up and over. Flex my feet, bring them together. Last one. And from here, I'll lower just my left leg down. Right leg is going to stay up, and I'm going right into my single leg circles. So I'm going to go nice and quick, and I'll do 3 of each, going across the leg and then away from the leg. So really trying to cross over that ankle, out, around, and up. Cross over that ankle, both of my shoulders trying to stay on the mat. Scooping that belly in, and switch. Out, across, and pull it back. out across, and pull that leg back. And from here, I'm going to come right up for my tree. So I'm going to grab the back of my leg, pull myself up, bring myself in nice and close, point and flex. A couple of circles in each direction. And then walk it down. And walk it up. Pull it in, walk it down. And up. Last time. Bring my opposite hand to the outside of my foot. Take a little twist, look out over my fingertips. I'll take a quick figure 4. And from here, I'll switch sides. So I'm going to bring that leg up, come all the way down to my mat for my single leg circle. So I'll cross over my leg for 1. Inhale, exhale to come home. And switch. Really feeling like I'm pulling that leg back, getting that hamstring ready for the big stretch that's coming up. And now from here, I'll just pull myself up. Pull myself in, nice and tight for a stretch, and then walk it down. And back up. And down. And up. Last time, and I'll take that little twist. The opposite hand coming to the outside of my foot. I'm looking back over my fingertips, sitting up nice and tall. I'll just lower back down and let this leg come all the way to the mat. Reach back and roll up to set up for rolling like a ball. I'm just going to make a quick adjustment to my mat. All right, so I'm going to get in really tight for rolling like a ball. So I'm going to turn and face you. I really want you to try to pull your forehead in between that little space between your knees. And then you'll try to stay tight as you roll back to come up. And keep your balance. Stay as tight as you can. Let's do 2 more. Good. I'm going right into my single leg stretch. Pull, pull, and switch. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Double leg right here. In nice and tight. Out. Circle the arms. Pull it in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 4, 5, and 6. Going right into straight leg, lower left. Down and come up quick. Reach the legs away, come up quick. Reach the legs away, come up quick. Reach. 2 more. Last one. Pull my knees in. Take just a second. And I'll roll up one more time for spine stretch forward. So I'll open up my legs nice and wide and flex my feet. Reach my arms out in front of me. Take an inhale breath to prepare. And on that exhale, I'm going to curl in, almost as if I'm trying to bring my head in towards my navel. And then on my next inhale, I'll restack my spine, sit up, exhale, and reach, pulling my forehead towards my belly. So I'm really hollowing out my tummy, getting a nice big contraction of those abdominals, really activating and firing up that TVA. 1 more. Going right into my open leg rocker from here. I'll just let my legs come up, lifting my chest, and I'll roll back to come up. Roll back to come up. Roll back to come up. 2 more. Come up and hold. Lift, 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 get longer, longer, longer. Bring the legs together, and I'll roll all the way down onto my mat. Woo. And from here, I'm ready to set up for my corkscrew. I need to give myself just a little bit more room. So I'm moving down on my mat. I'll bring my legs all the way up. From here, I'm gonna go right into a corkscrew freeze, so the most advanced corkscrew. So just jackknifing those legs up, and I'm just rolling down to the right, all the way over to the left, and then switch. Trying to keep my hips square to the direction that I'm facing. 1 more each side. Inhale, exhale to come home. Inhale, exhale to come home. And I'll roll all the way down. And roll up for saw. So big inhale, and as I exhale, I twist, reach further, 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 pulling that opposite hip back. Really tipping that arm up a little higher or reaching it, and pulling my opposite hip back right now. Last one. Roll onto my mat and turn over for swan. I'm going to open my legs just a little bit. Draw my shoulders away from my ears. Lift all the way up and go right into my preps. Right into my swan. All the way down. And I'll sit back from my child's pose that I just earned. Then we'll come back to the mat for single and double leg kicks. So for single leg kicks, I'm going to keep my forearms on the mat, bring my knuckles together to touch. You can leave your palms on the floor too, whatever feels right for you today. Legs together. Keep that belly pulled up and in, shoulders down, back of the neck nice and long. Point, flex, point, lower, down, switch. Point, flex, point, lower, down, switch. One more time each side. Whew. And from here, double leg kicks. I'm bringing one cheek to the mat. Clasping one hand on the other, drawing my hands up as far as I can on my back and really trying to let those elbows melt into the mat. Nice stretch of the back. My legs are still together. For my double leg kicks, I will bring my heels in towards my glutes 3 times and then lift up into that nice little stretch. So from here, we've got kick, 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 lower down, lift up, and switch. Kick, 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 lower down, lift, and switch. Kick, 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 lower down, lift up, and switch. Last one. Kick, 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 lower down, lift, hold, hold. Keep pressing those feet down, and lower down. I'm pressing up and back to a child's pose one more time. Anyone that knows me knows that that is my least favorite exercise on the mat. Double leg kicks. So I'm really trying to curl that tail under, scoop my belly up, get a nice stretch to that lower back. Cutting from here, I'm going to go right into some bridging. So I'm going to try turn and face the other direction. I'm going to keep just a slight separation today between my feet and my hips and my knees. Just a tiny little bit of space. Okay, so let's take a big breath in, start to imprint and peel up and do a nice bridge, reaching those legs away, coming up nice and high. And right away, I'm going to bring my right leg forward, flex my foot, and I've got flex it back, point it forward, flex, point, flex, point. Trying to keep my hips level, pressing the opposite foot into the mat, all the way down, bring it back in, realign my hips, and I'll extend my left leg forward, flex that foot, and flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. 2 more. All the way down, realign, and melt it down. All right, from here, I'm going to roll all the way up for neck pull. So keeping my legs separated about hip distance apart with my feet flexed. So on neck pull, I'm really thinking about continuing to reach through my heels. Even though the choreography of the exercise, sometimes you can get caught up in it, so don't forget to keep reaching through those heels. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start upright, and then just roll onto my mat. I'm going to let my head stay off of the mat, and on my next exhale, I'm going to round up and over quickly, bringing my forehead to my knees, stack my spine up, hinge back for as long as I can, and then curl the rest of the way down. Okay, so I'll take a big breath in, and exhale, up and over. Almost imagine someone's kind of pulling me back. Let's do one more after this one. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Curl that tail all the way down. Woo! And let's roll back up for a little spine twist. So I'll flex my feet, keep my legs together, arms out to a T. Good. Big inhale. And exhale, pulse, pulse. Inhale, lift, grow taller. Exhale, pulse, pulse. Inhale, exhale, pulse, pulse. Keeping those feet together. Can you rotate 180 degrees? Reach that arm back a little further. Last one. Woo! Roll all the way down, and let's come in for a jackknife. So we'll bring those legs up, tip them away, and then up and over, jackknife up, and roll down on your spine, tip the legs away, up and over, jackknife up, roll it down nice and quick. Keep those hips off of your ribs as you roll down. Last one. Whew. I'll reach my arms all the way back and turn over to my belly, and we're going to go into a little side kick series. So I'm just going to get myself organized on my mat. Now, we're doing an advanced workout, so at the very least, let's make sure that we're up with our head off the mat, unless you're having issues with your neck today. To make yourself even more challenged, you could bring your other arm up. It's going to be a little harder to find that stability without having your hand down here. So I'm going to pick up both my legs together at the same time, carry them to the front of my mat, and lower them down. Anchor my bottom heel into the mat. Really try to keep reaching this hip long, so it's almost like the top foot's going past the bottom. That's going to keep this hip from hiking up. Okay, we really want to try to match those hips. From here, I've got kick, kick, reach it back for that nice big stretch. Kick, kick, and reach, reach, reach. Kick, kick, and reach. 2 more. And I'm moving right into my bicycle from here. Forward, heel to glute, stretch it back, and sweep it around. One more here. As I bring it around this time, I'll hold so I can reverse. Sweep the leg back, bend the knee, heel to glute, and extend that leg. Work from the hamstring here. Good, all the way back. One more. Woo. Good. I'm going to bring my legs together for small circles. So I'm going to circle my foot forward and back of that bottom foot. Nice and quick. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Reverse. Big circles. Rond de jambe. Reach it back. Sweep it forward all the way up. Reach it back. One more. And reverse. Reach it back. Circle it around and up. All the way forward and back. Back. Around and up. Last one. No, I lied. One more. Good. From here, let's pick up both of our legs together. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and roll over onto your belly for beats on the belly. So I'll bring my hands together, forehead on the stacks on top of my palms, lift my legs up nice and high, and beat my heels apart together for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down, and we'll switch sides. So to switch sides, so you can still see me, I'm actually just gonna bring myself to the other side of my mat. Same setup here, both legs come to the front, lower down, anchor that bottom foot, really stretch out that top leg. Good. Kick, kick, and back. So we're at hip height here, forward kicks. Kick, kick, reach it back. Kick, kick. One more. Bicycle. So we're coming forward, bending that knee, keeping that knee about the height of the shoulder. Sweeping it around. Ooh, I hit my wall. Can't go back quite as far as I want. Let's do one more. And we'll reverse it. So we've got back, bend heel to glute, pull it through. I'm getting a cramp in my toe, but I'm gonna keep going. All the way back. And I'm gonna bring those legs together for small circles. So I go forward, bend to the back of my leg, nice and quick. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and forward, up, back, and around. Forward, up, back, and around. Rond de jambe. Woo! My little glutes are on fire. My left glutes are not as strong and readily available to activate as my right. And reverse. Back, up, around, back, up, around, and forward. Last one. Bring those legs together. Whew. And this time, let's lift those legs up and down 3 times. Up and down, up and down and up and roll all the way onto your back and then move back onto your mat. We're going right into our teasers, right into teaser 3. So we'll come all the way up and then go all the way down. So I'm going to come up and see if I can tap my toes with my fingertips. Exhale brings me up. Come up, tap, lower all the way down. Up. Tap. Last one. Circle those arms up and around. Nice and big. Tap your toes to the mat for just a second as we set up for hip circles. So I'm really trying to keep my hands right behind my shoulders the best that I can. Keep my chest lifted. Okay, and I'll extend my legs up. Keep them together like a corkscrew and circle them to the right. Inhale around, exhale up. Deep scoop of the belly to draw those legs in. If you notice my circles aren't very big. Good. And all the way down, and I'll turn all the way over for a little swimming. Arms and legs stretched out long in front of me. I'll lift both them arms and legs up at the same time. Lift up like I'm trying to press myself up to the ceiling and swim it out as I breathe. Inhaling 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale one more time. Hold, lift higher, higher, higher. Whew, and lower down. So now I'm coming into leg pull front. I'll just bring my hands back, elbows back, come to the balls of my feet. You guys know this, in one motion, you'll press up into leg pull, which is your Pilates plank. From here, pick up that right foot, left heel goes back, forward, set it down. Flex, point, set it down. Flex, point, set it down. Flex, point, down. Flex, point, down. Should be nice and strong here. Good, and hold. Come down to your knees, and let's turn over for leg pull back. So, again, trying to get your wrist aligned with your shoulder behind you. If this is a lot for your wrist, you could turn your fingertips away from your body, but ideally, they are directed towards your bottom. From here, we'll press all the way up. I've got my toes tapping the mat, my hips all the way up. On my next inhale, I'm just going to try to push a little higher. Exhale, let my bottom tap the mat. Inhale up, exhale down. Now you're ready to add in the little leg kicks if it works for your body. So we lift the right leg up, flex it up, point it down, switch. Flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, and hold. Let's lower onto our right hip, and we'll do some side bends and some twists. So we'll start out. I've got my right hip on the mat, and I have my left foot in front of my right. Okay, and my knees are together. We're gonna just start with a simple side bend. So turn your left palm up over your left knee, and both feet will stay on the ground as you just press up into a nice side bend. Really pushing up, 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 and then lower down to a hover. Up, pushing that floor away, down to a hover, and up, and down. Now I'll make a quick adjustment to move into my twist. So all I'm gonna do is plant my left foot down and bend my knee, bringing that knee up. My left palm is still all the way up, and from here, I go through my side bend, bring that handle on the outside of my body, lift my hips up, scoop my belly, feel those triceps engage, come back through my side bend, and lower down to a hover. Try not to touch. Up. Reach it all the way back. Coming back through side bend and down. One more time. Side bend into a twist. Good. Now let's go into another variation of twist. Okay, and we'll open into a nice little side bend with it. So from here, we'll go side bend, thread the needle, so reach back behind your opposite hip, and then we'll open to the back, open that chest, come back through side bend, and lower down to a hover. Side bend, thread that needle, open out, back through side bend, and lower down. Whew. Let's switch sides. I'm getting really sweaty now. So I'm just going to switch over to my opposite hip. And we'll start first with that regular side bend with the leg down. So I'll take a big breath in and exhale, press up. See, my inner thighs are hugging each other. Lower down to a hover. Going right into that first twist. Knee comes up. Hand goes to the outside of the leg. Hips go up. Back through side bend. Down to a hover. 2 more. Now we do thread the needle, reach to the back hip, back through side bend. Open that arm to the back behind you, back to side bend, and lower down. Just 1 more. Thread that needle through. Open back up, reach that arm back, back to side bend, and all the way down. Very nice. We're moving right into Bloomerang from here. I'm going to straighten out my mat again. I'm going to cross my right leg over my left and bring my hands to the outside of my hips. And actually, I'm just going to let my fingertips kind of rest here. And this is going to happen nice and quick. So this is such a great exercise to combine so many different exercises and elements of Pilates and control. Okay, so from here, I'll start to just hollow out my tummy and roll back. Uncross, and then roll up to my teaser with control. Feed my arms back behind me, pull them together, lift up. Keep the same amount of space between your legs and your chest as you lower down, and then finish just like rowing, bringing those knuckles together. I'm gonna pull myself in for a big stretch here, and then re-stack up. Exhale, roll back, uncross. Roll up with control. Feed those arms back. Lift my chest. And tip forward. Big stretch here. 2 more. Moving right into seal. So I'm just going to bring my bottom closer to the top of my mat and bring my hands between my legs. For seal today, I'm going to try to bring my toes up to the height of my knees and my shoulders. So I've got those legs lifted, chest lifted. 1, 2, 3, roll back. 1, 2, 3, roll up. 1, 2, 3, roll back. Now you know it's those inner thighs that are doing the work here. Last one. Come up and hold your balance. Good. We'll stretch out long one more time on the mat for a little balance control. So let's roll all the way down. And from here, bring those legs up to 90 degrees. Tip them away, and we're going to jackknife up. And I'm going to bring my toes down to the mat and then reach my arms or my hands back to grab my ankles. So it starts out like a rollover. I'm going to extend one leg up, really pressing it forward. Try to think less about up and more about pressing it away from you, finding that glute hamstring connection. And then I switch. And switch. One more time, each side. Little pulse of that leg pressing away from you. Bring my hands back around, roll down on my spine, and from here, I'm going to come to my belly for rocking. Stretch out my front line here. So we'll start with both hands coming back to the tops of your feet. Now, I have an issue with my left knee, so I keep my legs separated. Try to keep them as close as you can unless you're having pain or you're really tight. So let's start by just taking a nice big inhale and lifting up, pressing your hands or your feet into your hands. And then exhale, lower down. Inhale to lift. And exhale to lower. Now we're going to move into the actual rocking. So the inhale brings you up, exhale down. Inhale to exhale. Try to keep that head as still as you can. Just a few here. And then lower all the way down. I'm going to push myself back up into leg pull front. Pike my hips up. And start to walk my feet in towards my hands back to the top of my mat. I'm finishing with my push-up series here. So I'm going to turn around on my mat. From my Pilates V, I'll reach my arms all the way up, trying to keep those ribs pulled in. A nice articulation down, slowly diving my hands to the mat. And in 4 steps, I'll walk out, finding that leg pull again. 3 tricep push-ups. 1, 2, and 3. Scoop the belly up to walk the hands back in. Biceps stay with the ears as you articulate up. Now this time I'm going to send my right leg back for an arabesque. And as I lower down, that leg tips up towards the ceiling. And I'll walk out for 3 more. 1, 2, 3. This time, as I walk back in, I'm going to try to split my legs in half or apart as if I'm coming into a standing tree. And then lift my chest, align my biceps with my ears as I come up through my arabesque back to my first position or my Pilates V. Now I'll take that left leg back, and as I come down to my mat, that left leg tips up and I walk out. 3 more. And then as I walk back, that leg tips up towards the ceiling. I pull myself in for a standing tree, and then bring my biceps to align with my ears. Woo, I lost it. Let me try that again. As I come back all the way up, bring my hands down to my sides. Whew. And we did it. Some advanced mat work. I hope you enjoyed it.